Hi everyone!
Hello, everybody.
Has someone ever told you that traveling is a waste of money?
Yeah, someone has, and that's myself. Sometimes I talk to myself and ask myself, am I wasting all this money traveling?
Well, in this video, we will be tackling one of the biggest questions of them all. Is traveling a waste of money, or is it one of the biggest investments that you can make?
First of all, what do we mean by travel? The kind of travel that we will be discussing in this video is when you travel to different places, interact with the locals who live there, experience some of their culture, and try out the local cuisine.
My favorite!
Now, if you fly to a different country and you stay at an all-inclusive resort the whole time, and then the moment you leave the resort is when you fly back to your hometown, that is not really traveling. That is vacation, and that is okay. That's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need vacation, but that is different from travel, because travel is when you are running towards something. When you travel, you're actually running towards an experience. But when you're vacationing, you're running away from your regular life so you could recharge and rejuvenate.
Yeah.
And we all need that. But once again, like I said, we are going to be discussing travel in this video, not vacation.
So now that we've clarified what we mean by travel, we can ask the question, is it a waste of your hard-earned money? So let's dive in because the value of travel goes beyond its price tag. Number one, travel buys experiences, not things.
And it all boils down to how much time we have and what we do to spend that time.
Yeah, so money spent on things, on gadgets, shoes, bags, clothes.
Anything that you buy off from a store.
Yeah, they fade fast. That gadget gets outdated, that outfit goes out of style, but experiences, they stick.
Yeah, for example, we bought a new car. When we bought that car, I was so excited. I want to drive that car every day. But eventually your excitement fades over time, and it just turns into just utility. Well, I mean, you still need a car to go somewhere, right? It stops being a source of excitement to just a source of fulfilling a need.
Yeah.
As for travel, when you travel, you can think about something that you did years ago, and it still makes you as happy as it did.
Yeah, so
back in the day.
Travel buys you.
It doesn't fade.
Yeah, special moments that you remember, you replay for the rest of your life. So, say the first time you've seen an ocean by the cliff, or you see white sand, a stretch of white sand beaches, when you taste the street food in a foreign city, or just getting lost somewhere.
Every time I think about that lobster that we had at that resort in Palawan Island in 2002, it still makes me happy when I think about it, just like it was just yesterday.
Because it's our honeymoon too.
But when I think about my car, I'm like, yeah, I have to go somewhere and use the car. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me excited anymore.
So you're not actually paying for the trip, you're paying for the memories that, result in those trips.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second, travel expands your perspective. So what do we mean by that? Travel challenges how you see the world. Like when you step outside of your own country, you realize your way isn't the only way.
Because newsflash, the rest of the world is not the same as your town. The whole world is not the same as your neighborhood. It is completely different from your city, even your country.
Yeah, so you learn how other people live, work, eat, and celebrate. Like if you go to their festivals, you see how different they celebrate than in your own city, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that perspective stays with you long after the trip ends. And that kind of awareness, you can't buy that in a store.
It's not the same as looking at it through a television. It's different. When you're actually there, it's absolutely different.
Third, travel is an education you actually remember. So think about what you learned in school versus what you remember from traveling. History hits different when you've actually experienced it, like you've been to that place
Yeah, you
where that
remember
happened.
something that you experienced rather than something you just read off of a book.
Yeah, so geography makes sense when you feel the climate, hear the language, walk the streets. And so travel turns abstract knowledge into lived
For example, we
experience.
all know we all know about looking at Paris through books and television. We have a certain view of Paris, right? Paris in France, what Paris looks like on television and in movies. But when we went to Paris, it is not the same. It is not the city that I saw in the movies,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
is Paris.
yeah.
So
But
it's you have to go there to know.
yeah, I think we're just gonna go back to Paris and
We have to experience
yeah.
it a second time, maybe a third or fourth time. Paris that we've seen in the
Yeah,
movies.
Paris needs to
I
redeem itself, like for
I
us.
want to see the movie Paris, not the real Paris. Anyhow,
All right, moving on. Travel builds confidence and life skills. So when you hit a snag, when you're at the airport, your flight gets delayed, it forces you to figure things out.
travel is not perfect.
Yeah,
A lot of problems happen when you travel, and you have no choice but to figure it out while you're there. You can't just, oh, you know what? I'll just sit in my couch at home and figure it out tomorrow. No, you're not at home. You got to figure it out right there. If you're lost in the subway system in Tokyo, you got to figure it out right there. You
yeah.
can't just, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, you can't.
No.
Do it now.
So you learn how to navigate unfamiliar places. You adapt when plans change, and you communicate because
Mhm.
you don't speak their language. So,
Right.
like in when you go to Mexico, you have to learn like a few, important
Just enough to get by.
phrases to get by.
No hablo español.
Yeah.
No, you have to learn more than that.
So each trip makes you more confident, more resilient, and more capable, skills that transfer directly into everyday life.
Basically, you experience a compressed version of your life. So in a week of travel, you would probably be challenged the same amount as you would maybe living 1 year at home.
Yeah, and
So so it's all the challenges in 1 year in your life compressed into 1 week.
and going back to what we said earlier, you remember how
Yeah,
you figured things out. So
Mhm.
it sticks with you. Um, Also, one of the most important things with travel is it strengthens relationships.
So it would be good to travel with family and friends,
Yeah.
if you can.
So yeah, travel has a way of bringing people closer.
Because when you travel with friends or family, and you go through some problems and some challenges, and you solve that problem, you get closer with those people in your life because you got together and solved different problems while you're away.
Yeah, so shared experiences and shared trauma.
Yeah, it's like team building, right? It's team building with your friends.
Shared trauma in Paris.
Yeah.
So like missed trains, quiet sunsets, they become stories you tell for years. So like Paris is funny now for us,
Yeah.
but it was traumatic. So
we
yeah,
we might tell you about that on a future episode.
yeah. So whether it's with like a partner, your spouse, family, or friends, travel deepens connections in ways everyday life just can't. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. Another one is travel is an investment in mental health. So mental health is important. It's just not about seeing more. It's also feeling better. Like you feel better stepping away from your life or your routines, and it gives your mind room to breathe.
Yeah, it gives your mind a moment to reset. Because if you're doing the same thing every day, you're doing it in the same place, it just becomes monotonous and it just becomes a vicious cycle. But if you go somewhere and do something different and experience something new, then it just resets your whole your whole cycle.
Yeah, so it reduces burnout.
It's like rebooting a computer. When your computer is acting up, you just restart the computer, and most likely it's gonna get better.
Yeah, so like it reduces burnout, sparks creativity, and it reminds you that life is bigger than your daily stress.
There's a bigger world out there than the stress you are experiencing right now. You'll see that when you travel.
Okay, this one is like our justification. You can always make more money, not more time. So here's the truth: money comes and goes, time doesn't.
Yeah. So when you think about it, once you're born, say you're a baby and you're born, you already have a certain number of minutes in your life. I don't know the exact number. Let's say the moment you're born, you already have 700,000 minutes. I'm sure my calculation's off, but let's put it that way. 700. It's not going to get longer than that. It's fixed. When those 700,000 minutes run out in your life, you're done. You can't make more. But when your bank account is empty, you can do something. You can take a second job, do something else, and earn a little bit more money. So you can make more money, but you cannot make more time. The time you have when you're born, that's it.
Yeah, so travel lets you use your money to buy time well spent, especially while you're healthy and able. So the trips you don't take often become the regrets you carry. And I think travel changes how you value money, right?
In which way?
Ironically, travel often teaches you that, happiness doesn't require more stuff. Like you don't really need stuff.
You live with minimal stuff when you travel. You can't bring your couch. You can't bring your big screen TV. But then you figure out without those things, you can still be happy. Like, oh, wow, I've been living without my big house.
Yeah,
I've been living in this hotel room for 2 weeks now.
And
I'm still happy. I'm fine. I don't need that huge house.
You start, valuing simplicity, experiences, and people, most especially over possessions.
Yeah, when you detach yourself from all those material things, you will learn that you don't really need them. Why did I spend so much money on that stuff? It doesn't really make much difference in my happiness.
Yeah, I guess travel doesn't really waste money because it teaches you how to spend it more intentionally.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you're spending money on vacation. So it teaches you how to spend money wisely.
Yeah. And lastly, travel makes you appreciate your own life.
Yeah, because seeing how people live their lives in different places can make you appreciate how blessed you are. Because if you see some impoverished people in certain places, you'll immediately learn, oh wow, I have it so good. I think I thought my life was so bad, but then you look at people in other places that you visit, and you learn that wow, I am such a lucky person to be living where I am living.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a look from the outside to see how good you have it.
Yeah, you can't. It's just like being a bottle with a jar with a label. You can't see the label from the inside. You have to go out and read the label from the outside. So it's when you travel, it's the same thing. You go out and you look at your life from the outside. And, wow, I have it so good.
So there you have it. Is traveling a waste of money, or is it an investment in memories, growth, connection, and perspective? If you've ever questioned whether travel is worth it, let this be your reminder. It absolutely is.
And if you have maybe if you have some good travel experiences to share, let us know in the comments below. And we'd like to learn what you think about travel and what you have experienced so far.
And what trip changed your life the most.
Right, if there's a certain trip that changed your life, let us know. We'd like to know about it.
Us would be Paris. Bye, everyone. Hello, everyone. One.
Visit our channel for more travel videos and subscribe to see what's next.
And There's a lot more coming up, so don't miss it.
Live your best life, everyone!